Dear citizens of Athens, state law requires that all general-purpose local governments publish within 6 months of the close of each fiscal year a complete set of financial statements presented in conformity with accounting principles generally accepted in the United States of America. We hereby present to you the Fiscal Year 2018 Comprehensive Annual Financial Report. Nestled in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains and conveniently located between the metropolitan cities of Knoxville and Chattanooga, Athens, Tennessee is the county seat for McMinn County, established by the Tennessee General Assembly in 1819 and created from lands ceded by the Cherokees in the Hiwassee Purchase. The county seat was originally located in the town of Calhoun, established in 1820, but the need for a more centrally located seat of government led to the county seat's removal in 1823 to Athens, just 15 miles north. Athens was chartered just a year prior in 1822. The original town boundaries of Athens consisted of 35 acres bordering the East Denali Creek, which was used as a source of water power to operate the various mills that eventually located along the creek. Important in the location of the town was a healthy water supply, which was provided by a large spring near the town center. 9 commissioners were designated to lay out the town in lots and to name the various streets. The town received its official name on August 23, 1822, by the Tennessee legislature. Local lore gives credit to Elijah Hurst, one of the commissioners, for suggesting the name of Athens, for it fitted a description of the ancient city of Greece, which he had read about. Since 1857, Athens has been home to Tennessee Wesleyan University, established when the Holston Conference of the Methodist Episcopal Church South acquired the property of the Athens Female College, which was chartered in 1854 by the Order of Odd Fellows. The school continued to operate as a women's college until 1865, when it passed from the Methodist Episcopal Church South to that of the Methodist Episcopal Church, a body composed of Union sympathizers. Athens is also home to Mayfield Dairy Farms, which began as an antebellum family farm in McMinn County. In 1923, the family's 45-cow dairy operation moved to an existing ice cream factory in Athens, creating the Mayfield Creamery. The creamery proved successful and remained in business during the Great Depression. In the post-war boom of the late 1940s, the Mayfields built a new modern milk and ice cream plant in Athens, where it remains standing today. The city was also known for the infamous Battle of Athens in 1946. Following a heated competition for local offices, veterans that had returned from World War II took up arms against a corrupt political machine. When deputies took to the jail with key ballot boxes for counting, suspicious veterans took action. A small group broke into the local National Guard armory, seized weapons and ammunition, and proceeded to the jail to demand the ballot boxes be returned. The deputies refused, and the veterans, numbering several hundred, opened fire. The ensuing battle lasted several hours and ended only after the front of the jail was blown up with dynamite. To learn more about the history of Athens, please visit the local McMinn County Living Heritage Museum near downtown Athens. The City of Athens operates under the council-manager form of government, authorized under Chapter 455 of the Private Acts of 1953. The 5 council members are elected at large for staggered 4-year terms, so that only 2 or 3 seats are up for election at any given time. Additionally, every 2 years, council members select among themselves the mayor and vice mayor. Altogether, the council comprises the governing body of the city and are vested with policy-making and legislative authority. Along with the city attorney and city judge, the governing body hires a professional city manager vested with broad executive authority to carry out those policies and oversee the local government's day-to-day operations. The governing body is precluded by charter from intervening within the administrative management of city departments, as that authority is vested solely in the city manager. The city manager serves as the chief executive or chief administrative officer of the corporate entity of the city and employs staff to deliver public services to all people, effectively removing politics from service delivery. For more information on the city charter as well as the municipal code, visit the City of Athens website at www.cityofathenstn.com. The city provides a full range of services to include police and fire protection, sanitation services, construction and maintenance of highways, streets, and infrastructure, award-winning and nationally recognized recreational activities, and cultural events. Athens City Schools, recognized as an exemplary district for the 2017 to 2018 school year, receives significant funding from the city's annual budget and is therefore included in the city's financial statements. The Board of Education is responsible for elementary education K through 8th grades within the city. Athens Utilities Board, whose 5-member board is appointed by the City Council, is reported separately within the financial statements as a component unit of the city. Athens Utilities provides power, water, gas, and sewer services to residential, commercial, and industrial customers in Athens and the surrounding area. The annual financial audit serves as a detailed accounting of all revenues and expenditures at the local government. Citizens are encouraged to review the document to inspect the city's fiscal condition. The comprehensive annual financial report consists of the management's discussion and analysis, government-wide financial statements, major fund and component unit financial statements, notes, other required supplemental information, and then non-major fund and individual fund financial statements and schedules, including a statistical section. This year marks the 27th consecutive year the City of Athens has received the Government Finance Officers Association Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting, making Athens one of the most fiscally responsible local governments in the United States. The audit was conducted by Neal, Scouten, and McConnell, independent certified public accountants. In the course of reviewing the financial statements, to provide context for a broader perspective, you may find information is included about the specific environment unique to the City of Athens. The local economy's major industries include several automotive parts suppliers, manufacturers of electrical components and plastics, and as mentioned previously, a producer of dairy products. Shown here are the top 10 principal employers in the city. The top employer is Denso Tennessee Incorporated. Denso alone provides for over 15% of total employment for the city. Next up are Star Regional and the McMinn County School System, down to E&E Manufacturing and HP Pelzer Automotive Systems. Altogether, these top 10 employers comprise nearly 51% of total city employment. Many of our local industries have grown or expanded. Denso, again the city's largest employer, has expanded 3 times in the past 5 years, increasing employment by over 400 employees. E&E Manufacturing, Creative Foam, and Maxwell Industries have expanded their facilities as well and hired additional employees. Food City opened in late 2017 in the downtown area, revitalizing an older strip center, and Fairfield Inn completed construction on a new hotel in May. In all, 101 new business licenses were issued for fiscal year 2018, including these name brand establishments, creating jobs for our local economy. And speaking of jobs, this graph depicts a comparison of city, state, and federal unemployment rates for the last 10 fiscal years. The city's unemployment rate has varied over the past decade. At the height of the Great Recession in 2009, the unemployment rate was as high as 14.9% in Athens, Tennessee. Since then, the unemployment rate has steadily declined. Note that back in 2009, the sizable gap between the unemployment rate in Athens as compared to the state and federal rate, and how that gap has closed tremendously as the economy has recovered these past 10 years. Last fiscal year, the unemployment rate in the city was 4.7%, as compared to 5.6% just 2 years ago. This chart depicts total revenues for fiscal year 2018. Taxes make up the largest revenue source for the City of Athens, of which 24% comprise of revenue gained from property taxes, which are shown here separate from other local taxes, such as the local sales tax, wholesale beer and liquor taxes, and business and franchise taxes. Property tax collections have grown because of the growth of Denso, personal property tax growth throughout the entire city, and due to the tax rate increase in 2015 property taxes. As you can see on the chart, intergovernmental revenue takes up 45% of total revenues. Intergovernmental revenues are those revenues gained from funding by another government agency. Such is the case for funding received from state and federal funds for the operation of our exemplary city education system. This chart depicts total expenditures for fiscal year 2018. Please note that while it appears that education is annotated in the financial report making up 61% of expenditures, remember that funding for our education system comes partly from intergovernmental funds from the state and federal government. During the past 10 years, the government's expenses related to education have generally increased in both amount and percentage. This is due to the increased state funding for the basic education program, funding for renovations, an increase in sales tax collections, and increases designed to meet the maintenance of effort as required by the state. Otherwise, the next biggest recipient in funding is for public safety, our brave police and fire departments that keep us safe, then general government and highways and streets. You may notice at the bottom of the chart, debt service is 0%. That is because the City of Athens currently has zero general debt outstanding. A loan through the Tennessee Municipal Bond Fund issued in 2004 for the amount of $6,300,000 was funded by the City of Athens General Fund and finally paid in full as of May 2017. Now that the City of Athens is debt-free, those funds that would have otherwise been issued for debt service are now better utilized to enhance public service delivery for our citizens. And now finally, the Statement of Net Position. The Statement of Net Position presents information on all of the City of Athens' assets and liabilities, with the difference between the two reported as net position. Over time, increases or decreases in net position may serve as a useful indicator of whether the financial position of the City of Athens is improving or deteriorating. This past fiscal year, the city's net position increased by over $5 million, or an increase of 11.61% of total net position as compared to the previous fiscal year. Therefore, as of June 30th, 2018, the City of Athens is pleased to report positive balances in all categories of net position, both for the government as a whole, as well as for its separate government and business type activities in its component units. This indicates a strong financial position for the City of Athens this past fiscal year. This report is designed to provide just a general overview of the City of Athens' finances for all those interested. Questions concerning any of the information provided in this report or requests for additional financial information may be addressed to the City of Athens Office of the Finance Director at 815 North Jackson Street, Athens, Tennessee, zip code 37303. Additionally, past budgets and financial reports can also be found online at our website, www.cityofathenstn.com. This is the City of Athens Comprehensive Annual Financial Report.